Wanderlust started 3 years ago as a festival that combining elements of music, yoga, organic food, farmers market, environmentalism, and just bringing community together. And this is our 3rd year here in beautiful Squaw Valley, USA, the perfect place to have this kind of event. I think in the end it's the community itself. I mean, it's very easy to say Michael Franti. I think he's obviously awesome and a great draw, and a lot of our great, amazing yoga teachers that have great followings all over the country. But I think that really in the end people come because they want to be with like-minded people and have fun. That's kind of the core purpose of Wanderlust, is to create community around a shared set of values.
Huge feeling of community.
Yeah.
It really is a huge yoga community, music community, and just people who are looking for that higher place here.
Yeah, what is Kula? This is Kula right here, right now. Absolutely.
Wanderlust is a higher place, metaphysically and physically. It's just a higher place. It's incredible to be here and to be operating up here.
Yeah, a different vibration, and definitely just joy and celebration, devotion. It's just been, it's infectious.
I've had a great time. I came with my band, March 4th Marching Band. We've played several times. We've been swimming, we've been dancing, we've heard a lot of great music. Played a lot of great music. It's been fun. The band was formed about 8 years ago in Portland. It was formed for a Mardi Gras party on the 4th of March, and just evolved into a local family scene for a couple of years, and then it's just been growing ever since, and now we're going coast to coast, bringing our Mardi Gras party to the masses.
The biggest part of Wanderlust for me centers around the Anisara village, because this is where we have been. And the Anisara practice is really a wonderful practice of the heart. So I think that's what's really dominated it for me, is that regardless of the drama, it's still a fairly heart-centered reality. And with the Om Shanti Tea House, you know, and the Sufi masters chanting last night. So there's a real heartfelt element of it over here. It's very different from the stage side, but this side for me is Wanderlust, the heart side.
Do you think that works as a combination? Because that's essentially the model for this festival.
I think so, because I think it's important to expose all sorts of people to it. And I notice that some very straight-looking folks will come up and look at our structures and stand there and say, so what's it for? What do you do with this thing? And you can tell it's their first introduction into some of this stuff. And I think a lot of the young kids that came last night, it's the same thing. They're getting introduced to things even if they don't realize it.
There are a lot of opportunities, I think, for this event, you know, internationally and of different kind of sizes and scales, and we're certainly going to do a lot more next year. But you know, this is our flagship event here. This is the biggest event, and you know, this is kind of the jewel in the crown. In a lot of ways, we're just meeting a growing demand for kind of young people, young adults that are like to love music and want to have fun, but also are looking for ways to live, you know, mindfully. In a way, you know, I think our growth is really more just about meeting a demand that's out there in the culture, and you know, creating a place for a community to gather and meet each other and exchange energy and phone numbers and email addresses, and then away they go, hopefully back into their own communities, making positive change.